Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Man, I just Hey folks, welcome to our Wednesday afternoon lunch and earn overview. My name is Benjamin McCray here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I am fired up. I'm excited that you were invited to come and take a listen to what I call life-changing information. What I will share with you, if you're here right now, you're not here by accident, first and foremost. And I just simply ask that you open your mind to receive some information that will empower you. My warning to you is, after you hear and see what I'm about to put in front of you, you will not be able to unsee it, and you might go back to work with a little attitude, because you're going to see how you can set yourself free from that job that you don't like, if that's the situation right now. We're not telling you to go back to work and fire your boss, but wouldn't it be awesome to have that option? Wouldn't it be awesome to go to work just because you want to, not because you have to? Wouldn't it be very awesome to have a part-time business that's making the same amount of income as your full-time job? And I could point to many individuals, Dr. Parker here, on a part-time basis, plugged into this opportunity in this system, part-time. And during luncheons, and where he was able to steal time away, within a couple of years, replaced a $65,000 salary. So if you want to be in that position, you want to pay close attention in the next 25, 30 minutes to the information I'm about to bring with you. And I'm gonna put a disclaimer. I'm gonna go real fast through this information. I want to pique your interest to the point where you say, I want more. And then I'm going to invite you to get back with the person who shared this information with you, get your questions answered, get signed up, and then come back out tonight at 8:30 p.m. where we have two dynamic professionals who's going to be doing another overview where, one, you'll hear it again as a partner, or if you need a little more information, you'll hear it again. But more importantly, you can hear it again where you invited your guests to come and hear about this amazing opportunity. So if you're fired up and excited about closing out the year 2023, running into the year 2024, please put some fire emojis inside the chat. Let me know that you can hear me clearly, guys. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling, and we'll be able to go from there, ladies and gentlemen. So again, Benjamin McCray, welcome, 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 guys. Let's see here. We're live. Okay, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. First and foremost, thanks, Coach. Here's the deal. As you go into the new year, you're wrapping up the year, this is the time of entrepreneurship. It is absolutely imperative. It is absolutely imperative. I'm going to go as far as to say it's absolutely irresponsible not to have a home-based business. It's financially irresponsible not to have a home-based business. Or, and I can word it in many different ways. It's absolutely irresponsible not to have a side hustle, or whatever way you want to put it, but you want to not rely on one stream of income. Why do I say that? People getting fired every day, left and right. If you listen to what's being said, I mean, literally, the government is trying to position it where employees or employers is going to lay off and fire employees. You're the number one liability. And it's happening every single day. You don't want to put yourself in that position where you go to work one day and they say they don't need you anymore. They give you a pink slip. So what we want to help you to do on a part-time basis without interfering with what you're currently doing right now, this is key. We're going to show you on a part-time basis without interfering with what you're currently doing, how to build a full-time income. Let me prove it to you. See, one of the key things in looking into a business is you want to make sure that there's a need for what is being offered, and the market is looking for this information, if you find a need or a problem and find a solution to that need and get in front of it and make it available to the masses, it's unlimited about in terms of the amount of money you can generate. You can become rich, let alone wealthy. And that's exactly what we're helping individuals to do. So I'm tap dancing to give more folks time to jump in. I see folks coming in on our YouTube channel. Welcome to all of you. Everybody's in our different platforms. Let's get into the meat and potatoes because this is a lunch overview. We don't want to go too long. So guys, the company I'm sharing with you is MWR Financial. MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. Guys, most people talk about wealth, and that's the conversation. But with what I love about MWR is there's no hype here. We give you all the tools, all the systems, the experts who help you to get to the position of building generational wealth. Is that good or is that good? See, one of the key things in this whole process is with MWR Financial, you become one of our partners. Understand this. We call them wealth promoters. And as you become a qualified financial director, QFD, you now have immediate access to tax benefits, immediate and long-term residual income. You get to accelerate your debt payoff, investing more, retirement savings. These are things that people are talking about and thinking about right now. We're going to show you how to increase, multiply, and protect your money, ladies and gentlemen. And that's exactly what people are thinking about and talking about right now. And it's all inside of our membership and our opportunity. So let me just share this with you and make a note. The experts do all the work. You don't have to go and get licensed here. I had a conversation with a gentleman who was fired up and excited. He said, I love everything I see. I'm very interested in becoming involved, but I don't want to go and get a license. I don't know anything about finances. Here's what I need you to know, and I want you to relax because when you're in a relaxed environment, you receive this information. You don't have to become licensed. You don't have to worry about territorial restrictions. Understand this, guys. You don't have to become a tax professional, a credit repair specialist. Your only job is to share information. Just like someone invited you to come to this presentation, you'll do the exact same thing with the people you know, love, and trust. And when you invite them to the information, you get paid. Let's talk about that. First thing we want to do is help you to reduce your taxes. Guys, taxes is your number one expense. We got to understand that. Everything we do, we're getting taxed. So what our experts help us to do is to reduce our taxes, starting with individuals who are W-2 employees. We want to put you in a position where if you're a W-2 employee, chances are you're overpaying on your taxes. When you get paid, by the time you get your money, somebody has dipped into your paycheck and took their money. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to shut that down because our experts is going to look at your situation and look at your pay stubs, your last two pay stubs. And then if you're overpaying on taxes, they're going to make adjustments on your behalf to your W-4. You send that back to HR and say, give me back my money. I want you to type that into the chat. Give me back my money. And as early as your next paycheck, you can see an instant pay raise where you're bringing in more money. On average, our members are getting about $833.97 in an instant pay raise. Think about that. I mean, imagine just by making a few adjustments within the law, you don't have to do any extra work, but this membership puts that money back in your pocket. We show you how to maximize self-employment tax write-offs, where we're going to give you access to an exclusive app that will allow you to track your mileage, that's going to allow you to track your expenses when you go out to lunch. Right now, you're having lunch. When they say, would you like to get your receipt? Many of us who don't know any better say no, keep the receipt. Now, when you become a member, you get the receipt. And on this app, you take a picture of that receipt because it becomes a tax write-off. When you become an entrepreneur, you go out to breakfast, you go out to lunch, you're asking for the receipt because that now becomes a tax write-off. Not to mention the fact when you go traveling, when you get gas, when you go on vacations, those aren't vacations anymore. Those are business trips. You get to hire your children. We are going to show you with our experts how to do all that, track it all year long, and then upload it to our tax experts where they're going to file your taxes for you as a part of this membership. You can fire that tax preparer who has never told you to become a self-employed entrepreneur. If your tax preparer never told you to start a business, if they didn't make that recommendation, either they don't know what they're doing or they don't have your best interest at heart, and you need to fire them. And we're going to fill in that void. We're going forward in 2024. MWR Financial will file your taxes and they'll show you how to leverage over 400 plus tax write-offs. Guys, I could stay right here. This right here is worth the membership in itself. Not only that, they're going to go back 3 years. They're going to go back 3 years and see if you left any money on the table because of the incompetence of whoever was filing. And all due respect, some people just don't know what they don't know. We all know knowledge comes in different levels, but if they left money on the table, we're going to see what money's been left on the table and put that money back in your pocket. Guys, this membership is huge. And as you get those results, of course, you're going to tell people about it. You're a W-2 employee. You're going back to work. You're at the water cooler. You're going to be excited saying, man, I got an instant pay raise. And your coworker's going to be like, what are you talking about? They didn't give us a raise this year because of the economy. You're like, oh, that's your problem. I got a membership. Go to this app, check out this information, fill out this capture page. Let's see how much of an instant pay raise we can get you. They sign up and you get paid. That's what we do, guys. Our business is simple. Not only that, we're going to help you to lower your bills. Guys, everyone has reoccurring bills. Our members are seeing anywhere from $147.56, lowering their bills, putting that money back into their pockets. Your cell phone bill, your electric bill, whatever it may be, that money, our experts will call them up, negotiate with the conversation. They know the conversation and how to negotiate to get your bills down to the lowest cost possible, putting that money back into your pocket. Over 90% of Americans have reoccurring monthly bills right now. That's a huge market for each and every one of us. When you say, who am I going to talk to? 90% of individuals who have reoccurring bills, you want to let them know we have bill negotiators who's going to help lower your bills and put that money back into your pockets. Not only that, debt is slavery, guys. Understand this. Debt is the middleman between you and getting rich. Did you hear what I said? Debt is the middleman between you and getting rich. You go to work, get paid to pay debt. You go to work, get paid to pay debt. Wouldn't it be awesome to have no debt, to be debt-free, knowing when you're going to become debt-free? This membership shows you how to reduce that time frame. Literally, we help individuals save 12.9 years on average, bringing in about $63,000 in interest back into your household. That's like $607 a month. I just want you to think about that. Bringing home back $600 into your household. That's money you can now use to pay off debt faster, to put into your savings a lot faster, to have access to opportunities in your savings faster. That's what this opportunity does, where you have the ability to put all your debt into our system. The algorithms will look at everything that you have, and on a monthly basis, they'll send you a notification on what to pay, when to pay, and when you're going to become debt free. And as as those debts are falling off of your bottom line, guess what? You're excited. You're going to tell people about it. Think about this, guys. And I like to use in perspective a country that we live in with over $30 trillion in debt. Well, the last time I looked, credit cards are at an all-time high in terms of the trillions in debt. People's mortgages are at an all-time high. Car loans are 3, 4 months behind. Business loans, people are buried in debt. But as we're eliminating that debt, you're going to be sharing this with individuals. I can show you how to become debt free. We have a membership that's helping people do that. And when they become members, you get paid very well for doing that. And then, guys, we're going to restore credit. See how this membership is a full package? We have the most comprehensive financial service plan in the marketplace, period. I need you to understand that. We're going to help restore your credit, increase your buying power. Average 126.8 points is what our members are experiencing in their credit and being increased. And as we already know, cash flow is king, but credit is the crown. Wealthy people don't use their own money. They use other people's money. You want to be able to leverage OPM, other people's money, but the only way to do that is to have good credit. That lowers your interest rates, lowers your premiums. Most people don't realize that many of your jobs that you are applying to right now, they run your credit to see if you're worthy of getting that employment in some professions. We're going to put you in a position where you can move with some pride, with your chest up, your head up. We're going to restore your good name, and our experts do all the work. And as they're doing that, we show you how to put yourself in a position where 83% of Americans right now have derogatories, bad information on their credit. We're going to get rid of that and put you in a good position. So now you can celebrate being in that 700, 800 credit score and be able to do the things you want to do moving forward, like becoming a homeowner. I mean, think about this. I want you to make sure as you set your goals, if you're renting right now, I want you to say 2024, I'm going to buy a new house. I'm going to become a homeowner in 2024 because what we have is a keys to home ownership program. So exciting about this because here's what I know. There's 40 million people right now who are renting. And one thing I've learned is there's multi-generation renters. We say we break in generational curses where individuals, their great-grandparents were renting, their grandparents are renting, their parents are renting, they're renting, and now their children are going to be renting because that's just the way it was. It's time to break that curse. We want to break that curse by helping individuals become homeowners. See, one of the main reasons why folks aren't homeowners is their finances. They got bad credit or they're in a position where their finances simply isn't in order. Our experts say, listen, come as you are. When banks say no, we say yes. We show you how to turn rent into equity. Whereas they look at your situation, whatever it is, they let you know what you qualify because if you're renting, you can own. So they'll let you know what you qualify for. You go find the house. They purchase the house on your behalf and then lease option it back to you for 36 months. Portion of that rent or that lease goes towards your down payment. So you're building equity. You can paint your house. You can remodel your house. You can do whatever. It's your house. And understand, within that 36 months, the experts are helping to fix your credit, help you to lower your debt to ratio, put you in a position financially where you can go and buy the house outright. If you get it done in a year, 2 years, you don't have to go to full 36 months and purchase that house. Get the keys. It's time to get the keys. It's time to become a homeowner because as a homeowner, you have an equity of $200,000. Whereas as a renter, according to stats, you have an equity of $5,000. That's average. We got to shrink that wealth gap, ladies and gentlemen. And MWR Financial, with our movement, we are shrinking the wealth gap. I'm excited about that. So as we're doing that, you're going to go and share this with individuals who have issues with their credit, who want to become homeowners. And you could go to real estate agents who are struggling right now because the market has softened up. and we could show them how this service is something they can incorporate in what they're doing right now. And as the market is doing what it's doing, we could find individuals to get them in a position where in a year, 2 years, they could become homeowners. So this is amazing service where if you know mortgage brokers and real estate agents, they need to know about MWR Financial. So as we created all that cash flow, that discretionary income by lowering your taxes, lowering your bills, increasing your credit, getting rid of debt, creating discretionary income with your sharing this and becoming a home-based business owner and making part of being a part of our movement, now you have a pile of money sitting there waiting for you to put it to work. And most people put their money where? Into a traditional bank. I call it lazy money. Is sitting there doing nothing. And you're accumulating that money for an investment or buy a car or whatever. And once you take that money out, it's gone. We're going to show you what rich people do, where rich people don't put their money into a bank. We're going to help you become your own bank and put it into programs like a diversified cash flow account or a private reserve account where you have the ability to build up you just change one thing, where you put your savings. So you're putting your savings into a diversified cash flow account. And as your money is growing and compounding, when you want to pull from it, you don't have to ask permission. You don't have to worry about qualifying. And when you pull from it, it doesn't disrupt the growth. You'll pull from it as if it's still sitting there growing uninterrupted. So your money is working in two places at the same time, which is huge. That's what a diversified cash flow account, along with the private reserve account, which is connected to the stock market. You don't have to worry about your losing money like a 401k. I call the 401k and the IRA, I say that's locking your money up where you're putting it in prison. Whereas as you're saving money, understand this, guys, it's just a matter of shifting your thought process, because most people are, and it's very dangerous. Most people are saving their money inside of investments. Whereas you're supposed to save your money for emergencies and opportunities. But if you're putting your money inside of a 401k, a mutual fund, an IRA, one, it's at risk of ups and downs in the market. And two, when you have an emergency or an opportunity and you need that $5,000, $10,000, you go to your 401k and you get penalized and taxed on taking your money that you've been putting into a savings. Guys, we need to shift that. Now, I'm not telling you to just deplete your 401k if you don't. I'm not telling you to do any of that, but I'm telling you to reallocate some money, some of your savings into our creative and more aggressive accounts with our private reserve accounts and our diversified cash flow accounts, which is what the wealthy have been leveraging and utilizing for decades. Guys, if you understand this, man, you got to be excited. So understand this as we move forward. We're going to show you how to get into land banking as well, buying land at 20, 40% below market value in front of the path of growth, understanding that we will show you how to leverage the services and everything we're creating for you to put you in a position to do that. With our land banking, guys, you get to invest in some of the most sought after land in the United States without having to do any of the work, which is absolutely huge and amazing. And as we're building up that wealth and that your assets, we're going to protect it with our Trust My Asset program, where you can secure your assets and your cash flow along with your wealth, putting yourself in a position where you own nothing, or you own nothing but control everything on paper. Understand this, you own nothing on paper but control everything. Our Trust My Asset program was legally able to help you virtually eliminate your taxes, protect your assets, and secure your family's legacy for generations to come. Wealthy people have been leveraging this forever. You hear about it, but you don't know how to access it. With this membership, because you got an exclusive invite to be a part of this program, you now have access. Guys, this is the business. You have the ability to share this opportunity and this membership, helping folks increase, create, multiply, and protect their money. And in doing so, you can get paid very well. Guys, just to put it in summary, real quick, for the sake of time, we're reducing taxes, lowering bills, eliminating debt, building up your credit, finding the money. So now we found money for you to, because a lot of people say, I don't have any money. I can't do this. I can't do that. Our job, what we do is in my profession as a life insurance agent, we find the money. With our membership, we help individuals create the money that they already have by reducing their taxes, lowering their bills, eliminating their debt, building up their credit. That's $2,000 a month on average. So now we take that money that you really have, you've just been giving it away, and we put it into a diversified cash flow account, giving you an ongoing 5% return in 2 years. That's over $50,000 accumulated. We take 40,000 of that, buy some land in our land banking program, and then get about 35% return on that. You within 6 years, you build $1 million portfolio without any risk. Understand this, guys, without any risk, because the ultimate thing we want to do is build cash flow. Understand this, cash flow. Please put in the comments, cash flow is king. Cash flow is king. See, when we talk about lifestyle and retirement, and I have a whole different perspective on retirement because I don't think when you're doing something you love, you don't ever want to stop. Understand this, but you want to be able to do what you want, when you want, whenever you want. And the way you go about doing that is becoming financially free. Becoming financially free is when you have a business or portfolio that's generating cash flow coming into your household, sustaining your lifestyle, whether you go to work or not. Now, I'm going to jump all the way down. Most individuals right now make about $4,500 a month. That's at their job. In order to get $4,500 a month, I'm going to go back one. Let me get that off the screen. You got to put together $1 million, $1 million in order to make $4,500 a month with a 5% return. You can't touch that $1 million, and it gives you $4,500 a month. $6,000 is about $70,000 a year. That's a comfortable middle-class income. It's changing with the inflation, but you got to put away $1.4 million. $1.4 million in order to make $6,000 a month. $73,000 a year. To make six figures, which puts you on that elite 5 to 10%, you're comfortable usually at six figures, but comfort is relevant because if you're working your butt off to make six figures, then I'm talking about a passive six-figure income of $9,000 a month. You got to put about $2.1 million away. What is the likelihood of you doing that? How are you doing in this regards right now? Now is the time, as we're coming to the end of the year, to take inventory. How close are you to $1 million being saved and put away where you can't touch it, you can't spend it? It's not a part of your emergency. It's just accumulating 5% that's going to sustain your livelihood for the rest of your life. Let alone 2.1, chances are it's not there. Most people are nowhere near that. Even if you had this in your 401k, you got to realize that 401k, you're going to get taxed. It's deferred taxes. So when you start pulling from your 401k, half of that's going away because it's being taxed. And do you think taxes are going up or going down in the next few years with a country that's over $30 trillion in debt? Student loans are massive in the trillions, mortgages in the trillions. I mean, taxes are going up. So your 401ks, your IRAs, all that, when it's time for you to pull from it, that money is going to be depleted. Or we could show you a better way. And this is where we get excited. You could build a business with MWR Financial. So instead of having to accumulate 1 million, you build a team of 180 people, starting with just 3. We show you how to you come on board. we show you how to build a team of 3 individuals, which takes you where you're bringing in $5 a day, $150 a month, and we keep duplicating that over and over again. Whereas now you got a team of 180 people. We can show you how to get that done in the next 3 weeks to 4 months, 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. You got 180 people. You're what is called a 5-star executive, making $4,500 a month in residual income, ladies and gentlemen. 300 individuals, you're making $6,000. 480 people, you're making 6 figures. 480 people, I was in companies where you had to have thousands of individuals on your team to make a 6-figure income. And you had to move a whole lot of volume. That's not the case here. And as we build up your income, we put it inside your DCA or your PRA, whereas now you don't have, everything is not in your name, and you have the ability where you're owning nothing but and reducing your taxes. And that's absolutely amazing. We have other ways we get paid. We won't go into it in detail. We give customer bonuses, sponsor bonuses, performance bonuses, all that. Our momentum bonus, I just showed you how to get to 6 figures. We actually go all the way up to $15,000 a day, $5.4 million a year, $450,000 a month. And guys, we get a guarantee. Whereas if our opportunity experts can't help you to make this kind of money, we'll give you your money back. If your first 30 days, if our experts and opportunity can't help you to create and increase your money, you're going to get a full refund with MWR Financial. So to get involved, there's 2 options. You could go all in, where you say, hey, I want to become a business partner. That's only $249.97. That's the membership, $149.97. That covers you and your spouse. It gives you all the services that I went over, which brings you over $2,000 in value. Pay $5 a day, $149.97 a month to bring back $2,000 in value. For the taxes alone, that brings you at least $600 to $800 in tax money back into your pocket. I'll do that all day. So that's a one-time $100 investment to become a business partner, where now your taxes, you get your write-offs and everything in that nature. You get access to our commissions. All that's in place. You pay $249.97 and $149 a month, or you just want the membership. You want the experts. That's a number 2. Send a message to whoever invited you. Say, hey, I'm a 2. I want this membership because I don't want to go another year trying to figure out my finances, putting it on my dream board, and then going and moving it into another year. I'm not going to try and do this all by myself. If that's you, we'll send you a quick link. All it takes is 5 minutes for you to get set up. I just want to be the first one to welcome you to the MWR Financial Movement. And I want to invite you to come out tonight to our big event, the big event that we have at 8:30 p.m. with Dr. Wilner. And I said Dr. Wilner. Let me stop. Mr. Wilner and Mr. Phelps, who does an amazing overview, over 50 years in experience in the real estate space. Bring out your realtors, bring out your professionals, let them hear this overview, and let them share this vision and bring your folks into the business and the opportunity. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you spending lunch with me, and get back with the person who shared this with you. Let's get you set up. Let's get your questions answered and go from there. God bless everyone. Take charge. Appreciate that, Coach.